All right, continuing from the moon flyby, we got some great shots there of the moon, really close up there at about 150 periapsis. Great crater shots, and now we're gonna get Jeb home, fly back. Got our maneuver set up to come home. All we need to do is just let it play out and see how the landing goes. Make sure our ship is properly set up for a return from the moon. And then we'll see about landing. And I think the more I've evaluated this, I just want to try different launches to see if the same ship can launch a little better. And in that situation, I'll have enough to land. I'll throw some struts on there and we'll do a landing mission and go from there and pick up whatever upgrades along the way that I can get. So you see the CKAN up there on the right. That's the mod install list. I definitely want to shout out Parallax. Also, the Sol Coring Configs by BallisticFox and Sharon_S. 16K system resolution to get the solar system mod installed there. So that's the setup. Anybody that wants to try it out. Nothing else really going on with the mods outside of the solar system install. Everything's running pretty good so far. So I'll pick it up right where we left off in the escape out of the moon and heading back home to Earth. Just kind of always checking out the mod here, seeing how it looks from where I'm at in space. As I experience things, I'll stop showing them. And that'll be how I kind of play this moving forward. I do feel like my launch was terrible. We had a huge DV correction to get this orbital plane, and that costs a lot of DVs, so I might be able to do a landing with this same ship. So we're going to go ahead and warp out of here, and I'm going to get a nice view of us escaping. Oh, I did want to check the science on this as well, just to make sure. Yeah. I didn't do this, I don't think. Yeah, that's a big 37 right there. If that lands. I'm glad I remembered that. Just double check these. Yeah. I didn't do the science. I did the EVA, but I didn't re-log everything. So that's good. Really should grab it all too. Go ahead and do that. Take data. And then board. Oh, okay, I do have those. Okay. That's cool. I did get the stuff. Alright, fair enough. I'm in my ship. I'm just making sure. Let me point retro. I might as well point retro as well. Going back. Gonna separate when we get back there. I've covered all that. Alright, let's do it. Science has gotten. Look. There we go. Huh. Yeah, that looks a little better. Kind of painting its way out there. It's because I'm warping. But still looks cool. Yeah. And so ends our first encounter with Luna. And we're gonna head back. And this is just using gravity to pull us in, basically. Get into our actual orbit here. And it looks like I'm going to zoom around here and come into Earth. So this will be the farthest we've been out. 47 something kilometers. 47 million, I think. Yeah. And that's going to be our return path. I know it's kind of glitching there a little bit, sorry. Okay. I feel good about just warping this. There's not going to be anything spectacular to look at, I wouldn't say. We've got some views similar to this already in the playthrough, so I'm just going to kind of move through this portion. You got radio contact. I'm going to just keep moving towards our re-entry here. Looks like something going on there. I better get pulled in here. I don't want to come out again. But that's all the testing that we're doing. Yeah, kind of figuring out if it's the same stock information that's holding up through this mod. I did set it on stock scale. And I did some testing as far as flights to the moon and back. That's all I really did. I haven't gone interplanetary on this yet, so that'll be new for me as it's new to watch for you. I'm gonna keep a hold of this. Pointed retro, separation coming, and that's going to be under 70,000. When I assume I'll be dropping into the atmosphere based on the information of the old game. Move forward. There's going to be so many returns that I'll keep progressively doing this faster and faster, so we don't have to watch the same stuff over and over. But it's also me getting a feel for everything again and getting acclimated to the game. Starting a new playthrough. Under 3 mil. Just want the heat shield to protect all our science, obviously. I've grabbed what I could, so I'm carrying pretty much everything. Except the science lab thing that I just did for 30-something. So hopefully that doesn't blow up. Let me make sure everything's closed. Yeah, everything's just normal on this ship. And we're detaching right here and have a heat shield. Just like before. Nothing crazy. And I should get some bonuses on the mission summary screen for doing Orbit of the Moon. Luna. And also possibly one for the spacewalk, maybe. We'll see what that is. I know I did get one for orbiting Earth last time. When I watched it back to make sure everything was recorded properly, I did notice that. It was at 10 for that. And I'll take whatever I can get. Let's get a look at Earth here. We've seen this view coming in a couple times, but I guess not from another body. We can go back in here. Let's see. That's looking right. We saw it on the outwards trajectory. That's what it was. That's looking pretty good there. It seems tougher when, and this just might be my system capabilities, when it goes to night. Like there is some stuff happening there with the visuals. Sometimes, not all the time. Looking good though, pretty cool. Alright. Save it real quick. 3. Forward. And I'm going to get towards normal when I detach. As far as my orientation. Get to about 100 here. Slow it down. It'll make me stop anyway at 100, but... Another one of those night landings, so I won't zoom in too much on the ship. I'll just let it kind of happen. I mean, I could leave it retro too. It's got nice detachment. Okay, last part of our mission, last leg of the mission is this separation right here. Coming up. Get a shot of this guy. Just in case. This is here. Okay, we're good. Coming up on 100 now. I usually do tip the ship. I don't know if it's really necessary, but I might just do that. Let's just do that. Okay. And then I'll just tip it back after I detach, just to make sure this gets out of my way. Right after the 70 mark. Okay. See the heat coming already. I'll zoom out of this because it's all dark, but I did want to take a look at the heat situation coming in a little bit here. Yeah, see, it is kind of a little bit of stuff going on. I'm going to back it out here. Just watch it. It's probably like something with the refreshing or something. I could turn that up, or I don't know. I'm not an expert on all the visual stuff, so. So I am getting pulled in there. You could see my orbit. And that's not me doing anything with the engines. It's just a gravity assist there. I want that all the way down. Once my altitude is closer to 20, the heat should be dissipating. Let's see how that's looking. Let's go. Getting hot. We've lost all radio contact in the blackout period here. Just a hopeful waiting to see if Jeb responds in the coming minutes. I wonder if anything blew up. I didn't hear any explosions, so my science is good. Everything is all right. And I just have one more staging to go here. I don't want to be too crazy on the fast forwarding. I just keep second guessing myself on that just because it's modded, and I don't know. It's already, in the regular game, it's already dangerous to do that with fast forwards. this is cool. Okay, so we got drogues are clear. And primary's clear, so our staging sequence is good for activation, which I'd usually do closer to 5,000 meters. Okay. Here it comes. Little tip there. Oh, baby. Well, that's cool. I'm going fast and it's very dark. Very scary out here. I don't know. Let's see where I am. As this gets closer to the right in the middle point, I'll clear out assist. It's good there. Can't really see nothing on this screen, so I'm hopefully over the ocean. There we go. All right, that's it. I think we're good. That's a successful mission for Jeb. Just gotta land, and that can be done more expeditiously. But there you go. From the Earth to the moon and back. And it was just pretty much a failure of a launch, I would say, in terms of DV efficiency. But I also don't know about the orbital planes. It could be something built into this system where it's kind of making me have an inclination there. So that's something worth testing on a couple launches, I think. Just do a launch to, you know, improve that and see if that's just me being horrible. Because my launches are usually clean. I'm usually right on the line, you know, 90 and just kind of moves over. But I also have early equipment right now and I'm using boosters. I'm doing all this stuff. So it could be just a lot of those factors interplaying to make the launches less efficient as they will be in the future. But I would like to kind of see about the inclination factor. No question. We're almost in here. So I'm going to unlock my science stuff that I got. See what kind of upgrades we get, and that'll be determining how our ship is going to be improved to go to the moon and land. I already have the struts I need. It's just a matter of having the DV to do it and come back, which I think we might already have. I just need to be a little bit more efficient. All right. Feel good about that. Splashdown coming. You see the ripples of the waves. And a good flight. Great views, too. Great views. Right, there we go. Got any kind of... Got 8 science there. Alright, I'm good with those. We'll recover it. And we'll see what we got. Yeah, quite a bit there. 181 on that trip, so that was well worthwhile. Hopefully that'll get the next whatever I want, you know, in terms of landing. And when I land, I'll get another hefty amount. And I would say I'm working towards the science module so I can have a mobile command science going and just spam the rest of the science. Let me see about the bonus. Yeah, here's the bonuses I was talking about. Recovery of a vessel returned from orbit around the moon is 32. So that's pretty good. All right. Get a save here. And I can end the chain because that's mission complete. We'll go back to Sol mod. And that's the original save. That's going to be my full save. Whenever I'm back home, there's nothing going on, no flights. That's my checkpoint right there. Let's go to the R&D. What do I want to get? See, this would be really nice because all that push that I need off of the launch pad at sea level can be accomplished with the mainsail. It's super over-engineered for a lot of the builds I'm doing right now, but it's not because it makes it easier. So that's, you know, things that make things doable and viable is what I want right now. Jumbo tank for 160. So I could get one of those. Electric seems very valuable to me right now, so that might be the way I go. I can generate power, transmit science when I'm landed. I think that's probably what I want to do. I got unmanned stuff here too, so I could even do unmanned trip if I wanted to do that. This is cool too. He like takes a golf swing. Docking port, yeah. Space exploration. Storage. So let me see where that... Yeah, this is what I'm ultimately trying to get right here. To kind of end this grinding portion. Once I have this, I'll launch it into orbit around the moon. And I'll do some docking runs to fill it up with science. You can get it about halfway full just in orbit, and then I'll go land and dock to it with science from the surface, and that'll get us really cooking on all the parts. That's how I usually do it. Flight control, no, don't care about that. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Advanced construction. There's the shells I was talking about to make it look a little more clean at the top. But the mainsail, fuel, jumbo tank. The adapter with the fuel is nice too. I think this is intended for aircraft, but I use it in rocket flight, and it has fuel in it, so instead of just that mass there, it actually serves a function. Decisions. And coming up right on time, too. What a conclusion, this choice. The choice of science. I think the mainsail and the electronics, I really need this. I could do unmanned. I could get there without the mainsail, I'm pretty confident. I think my ship is already equipped. I'm going to do electronics so I can have some electricity going. I think that's right? And then this I need to get to this, but it'll all come in time. This is 90. I could do 2 of the 90s, right? And get set up for that being my next one at 160. I don't need ladders to really get there. I do need electronics though. I do need this. I'm gonna take that. Okay. I feel like I should save some of the science. I don't really need anything else, and then I'll kind of do a landing, evaluate where I'm at from there. I think that's a good play. Alright, that's good. So that's a good episode cut right there. I got an upgrade. We returned our mission, concluded the mission to Luna to do a orbit, and now we're going to go land coming up.